Ready? Okay.
Okay. Hello, Lori's World. How are you? I tried to go, I just went to the website, the Shed Wars website, and I was trying to re-listen to the part where he picked me because my phone died right at that point. And I heard my name and then bam, the phone went out. So I didn't get to hear the rest of what they said. So I was trying to go back and I thought I was number 6, but I'm not number 6. I'm not number 5 and I'm not number 7. So I'm all confused. I have no idea what number I was now. I thought I was 6. I don't know why, but anyway. Okay, so Sissy's going to come in and ask him some questions in a little while with me, Freehandly Made. So I'm going to go ahead and start asking him the questions that I had that the girls had written down for him. Okay, did you play any sports in high school?
Yes, I did.
Which one?
Well, before my dad got
Hi, Brandy.
to the States, I was playing baseball in the Bases Little League. Was going to play in high school, but we got shipped to England, so I had to resort to
play anything in high school.
Tennis and volleyball. Tennis and men's volleyball. They didn't have a baseball team at my high school in England.
Okay, thank you.
They had a women's softball team though. So
she said I was number 9. I don't know why I thought I was number 6.
I thought you were number 6 too.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. I mean, I was in the top half, I guess. The top half of the first day. Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And I told him I got picked more on history than really on full-fledged gardening. So that's cool. I can handle that. Yeah, because you said you lived in England at that time, and that's why you were into this in the sports, right?
Yeah, I did. Was trying for the football team, but got a job, so I wanted money more than football.
So I know that you were a military brat. What all places have you lived? And this is my husband, for anybody that doesn't know.
My dad was in the Air Force. I was born in San Diego, California, while my dad was on remote to Kotzebue, Alaska, which is like somewhere around Nome, Alaska, which is actually more north than that, I think. I don't know. But anyways, but I've been to Elmendorf Air Force Base, which is at Anchorage, Alaska. Been to an air base outside of Denver, Colorado. I don't remember what the name of the base was. And then we were also at an Air Force base in Mississippi somewhere. Don't remember. I was too young to remember the name of that one. Then, so I think the way it went is I actually think we went Colorado, Mississippi, Alaska. Then we came to Texas, Shepherd Air Force Base, by Wichita Falls, Texas. Then from there, we went to RAF Lakenheath, England, where I graduated from high school. And from there, my dad went to, I can't remember the Air Force Base there, but it's by Utica, New York, which is mid-state New York. And I went and stayed with them for about Christmas vacation up there with them at that Air Force Base. But that's pretty much all I've been to.
Yeah, and you were born in what state?
California.
California. What was your first job? First job you ever had?
First job I ever had was actually in RAF Lakenheath. I actually worked at the wood shop out on the flight line during a summer job program that they had for us dependent kids to keep us out of trouble.
Cool. What is your favorite hobby currently?
My favorite hobby currently, fishing, video games. Pretty much those are about the 2 mainstays I have.
And what is your favorite genre of movies?
I would have to say fantasy, sci-fi, around that area.
If you could visit anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Now, could this be past or present? Because if it's the past, I want to say the Old West.
Okay. Well, let's put it in another phrasing. That's how your daughter delivered the question. I had a very similar question. I was going to ask you, if you could take me anywhere in the world, whether you've been there or not been there, where would it be?
I think I'd take you to England, to Snowdonia. It's a mountain in Wales. Very beautiful.
Cool.
Oh, I would like to go to Ireland. Yeah. Definitely.
Ireland? Oh, cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go to Australia. So the girls wrote down questions that they wanted to ask him. So I'm going to ask those first, and then I'm going to let you tag in with some questions. Okay.
So you need to behave for now.
Okay. What's something you've always wanted to try but haven't? This is from your oldest daughter. This question.
Mm-hmm. Like a thing to do or a thing to eat?
Thing to do.
Thing to do.
Like skydiving or parasailing or zip lining or something like that.
Go to outer space.
Wow, interesting. I didn't see that one coming. What is your favorite childhood memory?
Picking on that one right there.
Yeah, I bet that was fun. I bet she made that really fun.
Oh, she opened herself up for so much. I couldn't help it. Outside of that, I really enjoyed growing up, especially when we lived in Alaska, was the camping trips in Alaska.
That's cool.
Church
camp was one of my favorite memories as a child. Going to church camps for like a week or two. That was fun. Being away from mom and dad, getting to hang out with your friends. That was cool. Your oldest daughter wanted to know what was your favorite animal, and you could answer one domestic and one wild. One of each.
Domestic, I guess we'd have to say cats, obviously, because they're independent. They're not needy. Wild animal.
Or self-reliance.
Oh, hello, everybody. I'm sorry. If you see me do this a lot, it's because I'm looking at the chat on YouTube over here on my laptop. Wild animal. Wild animal. I got skills. Let's see.
Skills, I'm multiplying. It's electrifying.
Wild
got
animal.
skills.
You have. Wild animal. I would probably say the white Bengal tiger because there's so few.
I love watching them in the zoo. I love watching zoo animals and even more aquariums, like ocean type animals. Have you ever had a dog as a pet? I don't actually remember if you ever said you've had a dog or not. Did you guys have a dog?
Yeah, growing up, we had dogs.
Who was your favorite dog that you ever had?
It would have to be Pockets.
I knew it.
It would have to be Pockets.
What kind of dog was Pockets? What color was Pockets?
He was a mutt.
Pockets was he was purebred husky.
Was he a husky? Are you sure?
Yeah, purebred husky, ice blue eyes. Mm-hmm. He was white and black. But he was just so rambunctious, but it was fun because we could throw snowballs on him and he'd actually catch the snowballs. It was pretty cool.
He would eat them.
Yeah.
What color was he?
He was white and black.
White and black.
Yeah. And he was a bit unruly and was pretty crafty. So mom and dad eventually had to sold him to I don't know if they gave him or if they sold him to a dog sled team.
Yeah, that question was actually from me because I couldn't remember if you had a dog. So I was looking at your oldest daughter's question and I thought, I'm not even sure if he's had a dog. So I just thought I would ask you because it's really never came up in conversation, I
Yeah.
guess.
Pockets was my favorite, but we had 2 other dogs that I can remember. One here when the girls were very little, and the other one I think was also Alaska, wasn't it?
I don't know. You remember more about
I don't
Alaska.
remember us having dogs in Shepherd.
Hello,
We
Shepherd.
did it when I was in kindergarten. So you
Anita
would
makes
know more
crochet
than me.
items. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome,
Hey,
everybody.
Sunita. That's my brother right there, Sunita. He's old.
Okay, so who was the better child, you or your sister?
Oh, whatever. Yeah. Who's the one that always got caught sneaking out? Wasn't this kid?
Oh, I got
This
a
kid knew
question
better.
about that he's going to have to answer, just so you all know.
Oh yeah, we told our parents all the bad stuff we did after we were like in our 20s and 30s.
We
Yeah,
didn't
And
do
Mom was like, I can still spank you. That's what she said when we told her. And we told her all the stuff we couldn't tell her. And we're like, you can't do anything to us now because we live somewhere else. Yeah. That was fun. That was super. Oh, I would love to see you do that for your mom.
She knows some things.
Yeah, she knows some things. We've confided in some things.
Yeah, we haven't spilled all the beans. Some of the beans were taken to our grave.
Oh yeah. There's some things. Yeah, my mom and dad said they came home and we had made them a nice meal.
Oh, Sunita says we look alike, bro.
But they never complained that there was literally spaghetti noodles on the ceiling, which they figured that we had tried to make them dinner and that my sister and I had got into a fight, and that's how the spaghetti ended up there. But they never said anything because we had decorated the table so pretty and made them a nice dinner. And they loved it because they had just got home from a hard day and they're like, I don't even want to mess with this. I'm just going to eat my dinner and we'll clean it up later.
That's
So
a parent's
my mom
way
likes
of
to tell that
their
story.
battles.
Who was a better student? See.
Mr. Brains up here.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Valedictorian. Straight A's.
No, actually I was number 20 in my class. Believe it or not, I was not the valedictorian.
I don't know. In my brain, growing up, you were valedictorian.
Yeah.
I had to fight for every.
You have to pick my way because you're my little sister.
I had to really work for my grades too, and I think I will have some maybe undiagnosed dyslexia and maybe even a little bit of ADD, which I've noticed it more since I'm older and since I'm at home. I like start things and I'll have piles of things I started but didn't finish, and so yeah, I do that. How was Taz as a brother? That question's for you.
Past or present? Or do you want me to answer both?
Past.
Past? Oh, he was a pain in the butt.
I was a bully.
He tortured me daily. Although I will say he did take me to my first high school party before I was even in high school, which he regretted later the very next day. But no, he tortured me constantly. Just torture.
She says she sees the resemblance in the eyes.
You can see my eyes from here. I can see my eyes.
Here's where you get to tell a story on your brother. What is the most trouble your brother got into before he left home?
He never got into trouble before he left home. He was the good child. I was always the one that was grounded constantly.
Because you're the one that always got caught. I did get in trouble for something, but you were too young to remember.
Oh, I probably, yeah. As from my memory, he never really got the most he ever got in trouble for was when he got a little mouthy, which was very rare. He didn't really get. I was always the one mouthing off, but
I could see
one
that.
time. Well, there was one time he mouthed off.
Hello, Charles.
And he got in trouble for that. But for the most part, he was the goody two shoes, and I was always the one constantly in trouble, which I don't understand because I'm so sweet. I don't know why. I was always getting in trouble.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, he's not innocent, y'all. Why don't you tell everybody about the night that you taunted me outside of the window in England as I was running to the house? Should you tell everybody about that?
What's that?
How you taunted me with your head sticking out of the bathroom window in England. See how he laughed? Evil laugh.
Who was sneaking back in? You or him?
Of course it was me. I was always the one in trouble.
Oh.
Yeah, I taunted her. I stuck my eyes like, you're going to get it. They know you're gone.
He sang it, y'all. He sang it as a song. He goes, ooh, you're going to be in trouble. You might as well not run because they already know you're out. They're looking for you in the car. Singing this across the road where everybody could hear.
Yeah.
Turkey butt.
Hey, you're the one that got your foot stuck in the roof of the shed.
I did get my foot stuck in the roof of the shed. I did.
Sneaking back in?
Yeah.
The only time I ever snuck out was when my older sister taught me into it. And I didn't like doing it, but I did sneak out some with her. But it's like I was talked into it. And it was fun until we got caught, and then it wasn't fun. And I didn't get a spanking for it. She got the spanking, and I had to watch. That was like torture.
Oh, I will say growing up, though, as much as my brother tortured me, he was the only one allowed to torture me. He wouldn't let anybody else pick on me. My brother always stuck up for me. Nobody was allowed to pick on me but him.
Well, that's good, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, so he wouldn't let anybody else pick on me. If he saw someone picking on me, he would stop it.
They're dead meat.
Cool.
So,
how many girlfriends did your brother have in high school?
How many that I remember that he had in high school? Let's see.
No, don't tell her what to answer. Don't tell her what to answer.
No.
It's the truth.
He didn't have many. Now he had a lot of crushes, but he had, let's see. I'm counting 3.
Ooh.
3? Who's the third?
Wasn't
Are you
there a
counting
third
the one?
one?
Are you counting the one I had in junior high?
Oh, I'm counting the one you had in junior high.
Thank you.
So he had 2 in high school, 1 in junior high.
I see.
He was very picky.
Yeah. Well, of course.
He was, though. I mean, he was very careful and picky about who he wanted to spend his time with.
Yeah. That makes sense. Taz, what was your first car you ever had?
1976 Ford Mustang that looked like a freaking Pinto because it was the fastback.
Hello, Capri 82.
Was that when you were in college?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was when I was in college.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, everybody that just joined.
And I was going to ask you, what weird thing did you bring on your first date with me?
With you? A chainsaw.
Chainsaw. That is the weirdest thing ever.
I sure did. I brought a chainsaw.
At least you didn't walk up to the door holding it, because otherwise we might not have answered the door. Hello, Tiffany wears t-shirts. How are you?
No, but I did have the tailgate down to where you could see it when you came out to greet me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. When I had Ariella on, I got to ask her because I had been pronouncing Ariel like the Little Mermaid, I guess it is, and some other people were pronouncing it Ariella. So when she was up, I got to finally ask her because I wanted to be saying her name right, and she does say it Ariella. So
Ariella, that's good to know because I was saying Ariel too. So
yeah,
Ariella,
yeah,
that's pretty.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty. Yeah. Well, she did some traveling, so that's probably how she ended up with. Well, I don't even know if that's her real name. Who knows? I mean, who knows? That could be her real name. That could be her AKA. You never know. It doesn't matter. We just consider everybody has nicknames on YouTube. There's tons of people that don't use their real name. So, did you hear what team I ended up on, Nisi?
I did not. I was going to catch up on all that today because,
I am a frog this year.
You're a frog this year?
I'm a frog.
So you're on the right team.
I am a frog. Yes.
Oh, but Lori's on the other team now.
I know. Every time. We're always on opposite teams.
Lori's a jellyfish?
It's almost like they're splitting us up on purpose or something.
Are you serious? Lori, you're a jellyfish.
Answer correctly, Lori.
Yeah, and Bunky was on Will It Grow, and for some reason, Will It Grow traded her back to Robert, I think. So Bunky will be on Homestead Aquarius again.
So Bunky's a frog?
I believe so. I believe John picked her, and then they somehow they traded back. Now,
they traded.
Who they traded? Oh, I think they swapped Wide Family Farm and Bunky's Garden. They did a swap like that.
Well, Bunky, you're on the right team, so don't worry, honey.
Yeah. Yeah, and Bushcraft and I are on separate teams too because he's on
Bushcraft is still on Will It Grow's team.
Yeah.
I got to get that video out now, Gail, for those pepper seeds.
Yeah, you totally should.
I'll try and get that done by tomorrow night. So
I'll probably register for them, but it's not that I necessarily need seeds or anything.
Well, I mean, they're going to go to a shed warrior.
Well, guess what? I did actually plant something today.
What'd you plant?
I planted cilantro, carrots, lettuce, and sage. Now, you say it's too early to plant cilantro, but last year I was watching an M.I. Gardner video where he said you can plant cilantro when it's cold, and when it gets warm enough, it'll come up. And that's the best crop of cilantro I ever had was last year. And there's some plants that'll just sit there dormant.
Bushcraft.
They'll just sit there dormant, and then John said he is keeping the troublemakers on his team. Oh, okay. That's why I'm on Homestead Aquarius then.
That's why he took Lori. Because he considers Lori a troublemaker.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
I picked on John a little bit.
And your chicks, we're frozen here too.
I think this year, now that Will It Grow's on the opposite team, he gets to see me pick on him more. Because last year he was my team leader, so I wasn't supposed to pick on him, right? This year, I'm going to find something to pick on him about. That is my mission.
Am I allowed to ask a question yet for my brother that he has to answer honestly to everybody?
Sure, as long as it doesn't embarrass me.
All right, question number 1. Did you or did you not have a somewhat mullet before you graduated high school?
Oh yeah, I sported that sucker. The movie Lost Boys, Kiefer Sutherland's character, man, that was the look, and that's how I wore my hair. I sure did.
I've seen the
Next.
pictures, so I already knew the answer to this question.
Oh, he did. He had a mullet. Oh, I need to find that picture and put it. I could post that picture. I think I have a picture of that somewhere, of him and his mullet.
Yeah, we did our family portraits yesterday in Abilene.
I did see those. I didn't get to. I didn't reply,
So
but
there
I did.
was my brother's family of four,
turned
my
out really
family
well.
of four. There's my brother's family of four, my family of four, and my sister's family of four, and then my mom. So it was 13 of us. And then also there were the two significant others of my niece and my nephew, which I had not met yet. I never did the mullet, yeah. So that was pretty fun.
Let me see.
My
What
laptop
other
keeps
question?
freezing.
You what?
My laptop keeps freezing. I've got some more RAM coming forward, so it stopped freezing.
Wait a minute. Why are you in your vehicle? Where are you?
Because if we're in the same house, it does a buzzy thing. He's in
So
the
you're at home, but you're outside in the vehicle.
Yes.
Mhm.
If y'all want to hear a bunch of whoa, I can go inside. We can do a bit of it there.
yeah,
I
it
think
makes
it's pretty annoying after about 5 seconds.
definitely.
So we even tried it completely opposite ends of the house, and it still did it one night.
That's really weird. That is
Either
weird.
I gotta have earbuds in, or which I bought some just recently, but they're not charged up and they're not paired yet, so I couldn't get them in time to get this done.
All right. So tell everybody when you were junior high going into high school, what it was you wanted to be when you grew up.
Oh, junior high to high school, disc jockey.
Yeah.
Wanted to work on the radio.
Okay, now here comes the next question.
Uh-oh, that was a build-up.
It was a build-up. So y'all, he wanted to be a disc jockey. Okay, so did you or did you not DJ my Sweet 16 birthday party?
It was a failed attempt, so somebody else took over for me.
It really wasn't a failed attempt. It's just he's a perfectionist and he didn't feel like he was doing a good job. He did fine.
It sounds like
did it for me,
more
or
to that story. There sounds like more to that story. Why
he
did
was
he
doing
not
great?
do
I mean,
it?
we were dancing in the living room having a good time, but he didn't feel like he was doing a good job, and so I don't even know who took over.
Joining in on the party instead of playing music, or what?
No, he was playing music. I guess I don't know. I don't know.
It was not good. I didn't feel it was good.
He wasn't happy with how he was doing.
I can't remember the kid's name that did it.
I thought he was doing fine.
He is a perfectionist. Yes, definitely.
He is a perfectionist. But he did, and he DJ'd my party, my Sweet 16, and I think I will always remember that. And I was always happy that he did it. And my friends, we were having a good time. Well, I didn't have a ton of friends, but the friends that showed up, we were having a good time.
I had about four or five girls at mine. And this will show how old I am. They were playing Elvira. Yeah, that was one of the songs.
I remember that song. Yeah. Name all the sports that you were involved in.
All the sports that I was involved in growing up: baseball, basketball, tennis, men's volleyball. I think that was it. Oh,
now,
golf.
I remember the tennis because I remember he used to have to wear these shorts when he would go play tennis, shorts and like this polo shirt type thing. And I remember
solid color with that outline on the bottom. Oh my goodness!
And I remember he was good at tennis. I barely remember the baseball.
I picture him doing tennis.
I do remember tennis. I did the whole DJ thing too on at roller rinks.
Yeah. I was in high school still. I was into the roller skating ring. That was my night out, literally. I had already left home and everything. Of course, I left home at 17, but I would be like, I'm going to go, I would tell my brother-in-law at the time, I'm going to go change. He's like, what are you going to change into, a toad? And I was going to go change clothes to get ready.
Is someone leaving?
Rink. Huh?
I think the Vineyard Chicks said they were going to go. I never find maybe I misreading it.
Maybe they're frozen.
Thank you for telling me that I'm an awesome brother.
He is an awesome brother, especially now that we're adults and stuff. All right, so he should know the answer to this. What is the one thing that you achieved that your little sister is the most proud of you?
It'd either be one of two things. Is either when I made Eagle Scout or when you became an aunt.
Eagle Scout. It was Eagle. I mean, yeah, aunt, but no, Eagle Scout. My brother getting his Eagle Scout was probably the proudest moment I had as a sister, that my brother achieved Eagle Scout. That was a pretty big deal. So
yeah, did it 2 months before I was not qualified to become one anymore.
So let me see. I gotta think. Go ahead and talk while I think about another question.
Good answer, Vineyard Chicks.
You see what she put?
What? Where?
Marrying Miss Gail.
Marrying Miss Gail. That's for you. That's for you, sister. That was for you. I get this finger thing right sooner or later.
Oh gosh. Let's see. Wait, my computer is messed up. Where'd my mouse go? Oh, it fell. Oh, good grief.
Yeah, I started up the questions right away for him because I knew Niecy would have her own questions. And the girls had written out questions, and I wrote out a few, and I figured Niecy could ask them, maybe think of some cool or fun or embarrassing questions to ask them too. So, what was the most?
I have one.
Oh, okay. I have one too. Let me remember. Okay.
All right. What is the one thing that you used to love to do to me that was the most disgusting thing ever?
Oh, yeah. Put my feet in your nose.
Oh, it drove me crazy. He had the worst smelly feet, and he knew it. And he would put his feet, especially when we were stuck in the car. You know, the old-fashioned cars where you had to roll down the window with the handle. Well, ours would stick, and you couldn't roll the window down. And we'd be traveling for hours. And that is when he would decide to take off his dang tennis shoes and put his stinky, socky, smelly feet all up in my face. Yes,
it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
I'm scarred for life.
Wow.
Yeah. The man that you love used to do that to your sister.
Still has stinky feet. And he gave that to his youngest daughter as well because she has stinky feet.
Oh, yeah.
Poor Sadie has stinky feet.
She's got me beat in that department.
Oh, my poor niece. My poor niece.
I know. She's going to have to change your socks and use foot deodorant. Hello, How to Garden. I thought of a question right when we were both thinking of something. What was your brother's most embarrassing Halloween costume when y'all were growing up?
His most embarrassing Halloween costume?
Yeah, just something you thought was funny. Like, ooh, okay.
Oh, my gosh. This is horrible, but I don't remember. I really don't remember.
Okay, what about you, Taz? What do you remember about Halloween? Did y'all get to go to Halloween?
We did, but
we didn't
get to do it for our whole childhood because at some point our mom said no more, that we weren't allowed to do trick-or-treating anymore.
In fact, I think the last time we did it was like
Ariella, she's paying it back now.
When we were really little, wasn't there a year where you were dressed up as like Batman or Superman or something? Remember when we were kids, all our costumes were very like kind of cheesy and like just plastic.
Yeah, the ones that you bought with the store back in the day.
Yeah,
we had those kind of costumes. So
I want to say you were Batman or something like that. It was either Batman or Superman. It was some kind of superhero.
Ariella wants to know if you ever got payback on your brother for the feet thing.
Heck no.
Never.
No, never. Not even. There's nothing I can do that would smell that horrible to get back at him with.
Fart, maybe?
So all I could do as a kid, the only weapon I had was my cuteness. Mom, Dad, he's picking on me. He did this to me. And then he'd get in trouble for picking on us. His little, you're older. You need to be an example. Stop picking on your sister. So even if he didn't do anything wrong, like even if he didn't pick on me, I would pull the, he's picking on me.
She invented fake news.
I did. It was the only weapon I had to get back at him.
That's a good one.
So anybody out there in the media, you better thank her. She's the one that created that for y'all to use.
Stop. My dogs are being annoying.
She's like, I want the royalties on that. Girl, you would be a triple, quadruple billionaire.
Money.
I would.
You'd be like a billionaire. With all the crap going around now, you'd be a billionaire.
Crazy.
I want to listen to it. At the same time, I'm terrified to listen to it because I'm like,
stop.
I was just talking to one of my friends on the phone and they were like, oh, yeah, they're doing maneuvers in Missouri.
Somewhere in the Midwest.
In Missouri. They're doing maneuvers in Missouri. They were flying around practicing with their planes. And she said she looked up like this and there was a bomber going right over her head. Like, great.
Yeah, they're getting ready. It would be irresponsible for us not to get ready.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on, guys. Hang on.
It's so real, though. It's terrifying, though. That's the only thing.
All we would have to do is stop buying the Russian oil. And like Germany's going to cut off their oil supply. Sooner or later, they'll go belly up because everybody's cutting the resources from them. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Looks like everybody froze. Niecy's there, now she's not.
How about me? Niecy.
Yeah, you're still moving on.
There she is. Niecy just had to go do something with the doggies.
She put her dogs in prison.
I did, because they were misbehaving. I'll let them out in just a minute. They're in their kennel for a timeout.
Kitty.
It's not time for them to eat yet, and they're going berserk. I don't want them waking up your brother-in-law because he's having to pull 2 different shifts starting at 2 a.m. because his partner has to have a medical procedure and they don't have anyone to take his partner's shift. So he's having to do his partner's shift and his shift. So I sent him to go to sleep because I want him to be well rested. I don't want him to be driving a semi-truck tired. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Is he still driving for pee or no?
Huh?
Is he still driving for pee or no?
No. He's been driving for Dairy Gold since August. He finally got that milkman job you've been waiting on. So.
Curly Sue. Hello, palettes, pouts, perfumes, and panning. I can think of all the words for the last one. For some reason, panning threw me off. You need a spanking, baby girl.
Perfumes and panning. That's actually kind of a cool channel name. All right, I'm trying to think of some more questions.
That's one of my Tuber Chat buddies. Tuber Chat.
Oh, okay.
Did any pick surprise you on last night's draft? You know what? I wanted to be picked by John last year because he had invited me to Shed Wars, but this year I really didn't have a specific team I wanted. I just wanted to be picked in general. So I really wasn't surprised that Robert picked me before John because I was okay with that.
All right, Finger Chicks, we'll be here when you get back.
Now
I
I
was
get to
for
see how
some
the
reason
other.
I was surprised that the drafts happened already. I don't remember them happening this early last
I think
year.
they were in March. I think I don't know why March 12th is hitting me. Like maybe, but I don't know for sure. But
I
yeah,
just didn't remember.
yeah,
I
I
guess.
did. I planted 4 things today in the planter, things that can handle the cold weather. I thought, oh, I'm picked. I gotta plant something, and it gets warm here faster. So sometimes I will go rogue and rebel on you guys, and I'll plant 2 weeks before the last frost date.
Do we have a lot of shed warriors in here right now?
Well, the vineyard chicks, because Bunky and
Bushcraft, vineyard
Yours and
chicks.
Bushcraft.
I saw
I
Lori's
don't know
World
if
in
Lori's
here.
World's still in here or not. So 2 or 3 possibly. Which one was I surprised by? Not really that surprised by them, actually. I do hope my friend Mountain Grandma ends up on the same team as me, though. I do want Tammy on my team.
When are they doing the second round of the drafts? Is that tonight?
Right up against Garden State Gardener.
Okay.
So I either have to choose, or I was a little surprised that John, actually, honestly, I was actually surprised that John picked Bushcraft. Because, last year in the mankini thing, I'm shocked. And he also picked Danny from Cajun Hydroponics. I'm surprised on that one too. And the only thing I can think of is he figures if they're on his team, maybe they'll pick on the other side. Possibly. That's the only thing I'm thinking. But he let loose Gail's Southern Living, which means I'm going to pick on him. I got some good material.
I'm going to hold you to that. See, I get to instigate behind the scenes because I'm not in Shed Wars this year due to all my medical difficulties that I'm having.
Oh yeah, everybody out there.
Yeah, I heard some Cajun Hydroponics videos I need to watch. Some funny stuff that he's done in his videos I haven't seen yet.
I need a pity party for me fund because, well, let me get my fingers right. That one is going to take care of that one.
After my surgery.
She has her surgery done.
We're flying Gail up here for a couple of weeks to get me through my first 2 weeks, because the first 2 weeks are the worst after surgery. Yeah. And so I'm kidnapping her, which means this one here will have to fend for himself.
Which he's already done. He did that for a week. I was at my mom's house for 8 days.
The worst 8 days of my life.
Look at it this way. Look at it this way. By the time she comes back to you, you'll have missed her so much, you'll feel like you're on your honeymoon again.
Or she might find me dead on the couch.
Because the cats ate you, or what?
Yes, they're ruthless at night.
Are you starved to death because you couldn't find the food, or?
We do have an
or
ample
you didn't
supply.
go to work because you couldn't find any clothes.
I can never find any of it.
As soon as I have a surgery date, that's when I'll be able to book the plane ticket. Round trip. I'll make sure it's round trip, so she's coming back.
She better, because I'll make that 24-hour drive trip a lot less than that.
Yeah, you would, because you wouldn't sleep until you got here.
Over this weekend with my family, I found out that my younger sister is considering moving to Dallas, which would be closer to us.
That would be a lot closer to y'all, yep.
So we're hoping that happens. I'm pretty excited about it. I don't know how serious she is, but I was very happy to hear that. It would be nice to have her closer to us so we could see her more, and especially if she starts going through her medical stuff. And I want to ask her stuff about that, but I don't want to ruin a family weekend. I don't want to ask her in front of a bunch of people. I just kind of want it to be a private moment between the two of us. So
Yeah.
I haven't found
That's
the right time to
understandable.
ask her. Huh?
You'll know the right time when it comes to you. You'll know.
Yeah, I hope so. So, but it still exists in the world. I feel like she's like sitting with denial on it, like, and she's good at that. She is literally the queen of denial. And I hate that because things like this get worse when you deny and act like they're not there.
Yeah, they do. They can get really bad.
It's better usually if you handle things early and they can treat things better and remove things better too.
Mm-hmm.
And hers really is really no more than a surgery. I mean, I've never had hip, knee, or shoulder surgery, so I can't compare if a hysterectomy is worse than a shoulder surgery. I can't compare the two. But
I know my friend Pam had a hysterectomy, and I will tell you, she was in a lot of pain for a good 2 weeks, and she wasn't allowed to drive for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
That's been a lot of years ago, and they've come a long way with surgery. They've come a long way with surgery.
Quick recovery. I've heard people being out a good 4 to 6 weeks.
Well, she wasn't allowed to drive for 6 weeks, but the most pain she was in was those first 2 weeks, is when she was in a lot of pain and she was having to take that medicine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she was in pain. It was very painful. I remember her telling me it was very, very painful.
Ouch.
So I think it was probably more painful than my hip surgery, because really, honestly, the worst part of my hip surgery, I'm on my right side. The first week was the worst. The second week was more tolerable. And by the third week, I didn't have to take medicine anymore. And I could actually kind of start getting around the house with my walker without having to be supervised,
Hello, Dine with Sonia. How are you? Yes, today we had lunch. Nope, we did gifts. We had lunch. Then we did cake. And then I planted a few things.
Ooh, cake.
Cake, yeah. We
always there's a question.
White cake.
What was your favorite dessert growing up that our mother used to make?
Banana pudding.
No, she never made banana pudding.
Cheesecake?
No.
You know what it is. It's something so simple.
Snickerdoodles, actually. Snickerdoodles, chocolate chip cookies.
I forgot about the snickerdoodles. I was thinking about, remember when she used to take graham crackers and put icing in them and put them in the freezer?
Oh, yeah. She freezed them.
Ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah.
Ice cream cookies.
What?
Ice cream graham crackers.
What?
Yeah, she take graham crackers, she put icing, like, I don't know, that.
Man, my brother would eat
icing on it. And she put them all in the freezer, and we couldn't touch them for like 24 hours.
Yeah, and this one wouldn't share. He'd hog them all to himself. He wouldn't let anybody else have any.
Well, because secretly, I knew they were made for me only.
Wow.
So when your nieces ask why I hid those sugar cookies in my closet as an adult when I was pregnant, right before I was pregnant. Was I pregnant with Zayden? Oh, I was pregnant with Zayden. It wasn't because I was pregnant with Zayden. It was because I had to hide food if I wanted any, because this one would eat it all. This one did not like sharing food.
I can actually see some of those.
He loved those graham cracker and icing cookies.
Forgot about those.
He literally has his own container of cookies.
That does not surprise me.
That is only his and his only. I buy them. I fill the jar, but I don't eat them.
I eat the jar.
Oh, gracious. Yep, that was your favorite. That was when we were growing up. That was your favorite thing that Mom would make, was those graham cracker icing cookies.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So I made a yellow cake with with cream cheese icing.
Oh,
But
that sounds good.
in the cake part, I did a light blue. And then
Mhm.
on the icing, I did a darker blue. And then I sprinkled it with lavender sprinkles. It was very pretty. And it came up 2 years ago. I had made how the inner of the cake was light blue. It was like the light blue and the icing. And then it had sprinkles, but it had more colorful sprinkles. So literally, I was like, next year we need to do his cake like purple or green because we've done blue before, you know. So, yeah, that's funny.
Who was your favorite band growing up? Because, you know, when we grew up, they actually had videos on MTV. It wasn't what you see now.
Oingo boingo.
Videos.
Oingo boingo. Oingo boingo.
High Life with Belinda and Chuck.
Oingo. Who is that?
Dead Man's Party.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's right.
Next week, I will have on Rebel Canners. The week after that, I will have on My Brother, which is Hog Deer 79. And the last week of the month, I will have on Mountain Grandma, which is Tammy.
You got a full load scheduled.
All of March. So
the girl's got her a planner for her birthday, and she's using it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm booking into the first week of April now. So I put a little video out today to see if I could get someone to email me that would like to have an interview.
Our last day of Awanas is April 10th. So
I should totally have you back on.
I'll have to do a lot of your stuff on
replay
because I won't be here. What? No. It's not my birthday. It's not till December.
Thank you, Ariella. Yeah. I'm excited to have my brother on.
Because April is just around the corner. I need you to text me your shirt sizes because I'm sending you guys something.
Okay. Yes. And your your youngest niece made you a gift.
She did.
She did.
Yeah.
Aww.
But I think I'm going to wait until the other makes you something so that it will be even, and then we'll just send a box. So it may, but possibly I could send it separate. April 1st is my birthday.
Just send it all together. That way you save on shipping.
I would love to have Bushcraft family back on again. He's been so busy, and I've been so busy. I would love to have Bushcraft family back on for
April 1st is your birthday, Bushcraft?
You're gonna be 40 again?
Forever 40 or forever 30? I like to say I'm forever 30.
Forever 30 sounds way better. Forever 29 and just never actually hit 30, period.
All right. Here's a little fun factoid about Niecy and me.
Uh-oh.
It concerns our birthdays. And I've asked our parents this quite often.
Uh-oh.
I was born March 6th. For those of you who know Texas history, March 6th is the day that Santa Anna totally obliterated everybody at the Alamo. Military defeat. Niecy, her birthday happened on the day that the Japanese decided that we need to be in World War II. December 7th, when Pearl Harbor happened. So I constantly ask them, what were you all thinking? Did you all plan out these? Did you count the months or whatever? Because we're both born on days that were military defeats for
our country.
For our country.
Saying your mom is some kind of a empath. I don't even know what you call that because I don't do any of that stuff. But what are you trying to say about your mom?
Oh, the dad was in the military, so he's 50-50 in on this. That's far as I can.
That's right.
Very weird.
It is weird.
I came on this realization, I think, when I was in college. I was just in there. I don't know what I was doing. Probably doing, playing certain games I shouldn't have been playing while I should have been studying for final exams. But then it hit me like a light bulb. I was like, wait a minute. March 6th, December 7th, Pearl Harbor. What? And, and since then, every now and then I'll throw that question at
Yeah,
me.
that's.
And they've never answered the question. They just look at you with a blank stare like a deer in headlights. Like, what do you mean, son?
Yeah. What?
Well, however do you mean?
We planned this according to tragedies and wars that happen in the world. As if you were some kind of a tragedy.
I know it. It's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
Oh, whoa.
And with his evil eye.
If you guys are interested in being interviewed on the Get to Know Them with Gail section, you will send me an email to the email scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Do either of you guys have a question for me?
I do. When did you realize that you were in love with this craziness over here with the beard? And we secretly know he wants to grow another mullet. We secretly know that he dreams about having another mullet.
His hair has got a little long a couple of times. However,
envy.
He is not allowed to shave that beard off. And mustache. He was a creepy looking.
Oh my gosh, I know. I honestly thought that you filmed somebody else. And that it was a trick because it did not look like my brother.
He looked like. I mean, youngest daughter looked at him and laughed every time she looked at him for a long time.
Delaney was the oldest daughter.
He grows hair really fast. So by the next weekend, of course, he already had some facial hair back. I had to look at it the longest because we probably cut it on a Saturday and they were back at home on Sunday. So I wanted to look at it until it grew back. But
she didn't want to kiss me. She did not want to kiss me. She's like, get away from me. I don't know who you are.
I wanted to see what it looked like, but someone recently said, and it might have been Ariella, I'm not sure, but they said, I noticed in your husband's Shed Wars video that every time he came back, he had less hair on his face. And that's the effect he was going for. However, people have such a short attention spans, they did not realize that.
I didn't notice it.
Half his mustache, the other half.
I didn't notice it.
The other half his neck, half of this. And he literally did that the whole entire way until all his hair was gone.
I did not notice that.
Really? And I purposely posed in front of the camera like this.
You are welcome to
your sister has ADHD severely.
This send me an email if you
that I did not notice that.
Would be great.
I have the attention span of a squirrel.
Squirrel.
Exactly. Speaking of, we had 2 squirrels in the house for the last 3 days.
Oh.
Because your sister did not shut the door all the way. And I kept hearing something squirreling around, but I thought they were on the roof. They weren't. They were in the house. 2 squirrels.
Did you name them Chip and Dale?
No.
You name them Chip and Dale?
No.
Oh, you should have.
No, Chip and Dale actually live outside in the other tree. They bark at each other. Chickmunk against squirrel all the time. No, hubby got them out before. I don't know where I was when he got them out, but he got them out. He found them and got them out. I thought it was a mouse, and it wasn't a mouse. It was a squirrel.
Goodness. We had that for a little while, but we set the traps, and Baby ended up with one of them in her mouth. Baby the cat. Yeah, and that's the only time we had any. We haven't had any since that time.
Well, the front door is really tricky, and if you don't make sure that you've shut it all the way through, just a little bit of a breeze will push it open, and that's how they got in.
Well, at least it was squirrels and not something bigger.
Oh, that's true.
Like a bear?
Yes. There has been a bear in this cabin before we got here, and it saw the stuffed bear and thought it was real and turned around and walked back out.
So
and that story came from my father-in-law.
Yeah. We were doing our family portraits yesterday, and before we did our portraits, we were going to go eat, and I really didn't want to eat because every single time I eat, I end up with food on the front of me because, I'm chesty, right? Hello, Lori's World. So don't poke the bear. Funny, yeah. Don't walk up and go. No, that would make the bear very mad. Okay, so what was I saying?
You wear food when you eat.
Yes,
I got out of it that you wear food when you eat, and this one.
So we went to a barbecue. We went to a barbecue place.
Can't take him anywhere.
I know. So
this
we went to a barbecue place.
This is why you and Mr. Handsome get along too well. Y'all got the same
crazy, and I'm a little
mind.
That's why you made him go to bed, because you knew this was going on. Oh,
so I decided to pick out the messiest thing on the menu, which is a barbecue sandwich with some dripping barbecue, right?
And that's what you ordered?
That's what she ordered.
But it sounded good. So I had 2 napkins, like paper towel size napkins, because it's a barbecue place. They have a roll of paper towels on the table.
Yeah.
So I had 2 paper towels here, and I wrapped the sandwich in a paper towel too, like you're eating a hamburger at a fast food place. I wrapped it so it wouldn't fall out of the bottom, and I was holding it like a hamburger, afraid to put it down. And I would take a bite, and I was just like, it was like a bull in a china cabinet, me trying to eat without getting food on me. It was crazy.
But I am here to say and verify that it was a good thing that she did put the paper towels over her.
Oh, what? Oh, because she got the paper towels all messed up?
Yeah, I had some meat barbecue sauce going onto the floor like a small child. That's me.
I wear my food all the time when I eat, so I understand.
So yeah,
it's just because I'm messy.
I didn't want to be complaining though and be the one person going, I don't want to eat before we take a picture. So I just grin and bear it. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have to cover myself with paper towels.
And honestly, I was in agreement with her. It's like, why are we gonna go eat before we get pictures done? With me, it wasn't so much about the chest gate thing. It was more about, what if you got stuff in your teeth? You're smiling, you got all this stuff
or
in
your beard.
Yeah,
I ain't worried about my beard.
Or dripping down your chin because it's barbecue.
Your brother-in-law gets food. Your brother-in-law gets food stuck in his beard all the time, and it's so gross.
It doesn't get stuck. We are purposely saving it for later.
Ew, I'm not kissing you. Take it off.
No.
We are purposely saving it for later. It's not an accident.
Exactly what he said.
So tonight I have to decide between watching Garden State Gardener or watching the second half of the draft. Or
you could be like your ADHD sister and have 2 tabs up at the same time and go back and forth.
Insane and be sitting in front of the laptop with my phone there and be listening to both. Because on Garden State Gardener, I mainly have to listen for my name and maybe do a little moderating. And then over here, I just want to see who's getting picked on this. Who's getting picked?
I told her to go both. One here, and just go with it.
Or I was going to ask your brother if he wants me just to forget all of it and just do something because it's his birthday. So,
well, it is his birthday.
Yep. I've given him the option. You're going to do that.
Have any place to go to. This is a small town. That's the only drawback about a small town. We got no place to go to.
All you can do here is eat. You can't like go do an activity. It's either stuff your
We have
face
to
or
drive 45 minutes if we want to go watch
fish.
the movie.
But it's actually a little bit breezy out today.
Bro,
I actually had
Yeah.
a jacket on planting in my planter, which makes me look crazy. Except
you've
for
seen where we live, right?
the
We're in
frozen.
You are
same boat
actually,
as you guys.
you're actually closer to Taz got things than we are. Your tent
No,
actually has a little place.
Thank you,
No,
Chuck.
it doesn't.
Chuck
It
said
has a
happy
restaurant. That's
birthday.
it. It has
Taz,
a
You got
restaurant.
an
That's it.
obstacle course that you can like go have fun on. We don't even have that.
An obstacle course. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
dirt
course.
trail?
No.
What obstacle course?
He's
In
probably
town.
Oh,
talking
in
about
Hamilton? You talking about the one in Hamilton?
Chuck and Lori and
Oh, thank you, everybody.
happy birthday.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah,
He's 15.
yeah, I found that little
Oh, my
oh my
laptop.
gosh.
I'll be glad when I get that random.
What's it called?
What's that, babe?
The animal on the thumbnail. Not a gerbil,
What thumbnail?
Guinea pig. Guinea pig.
guinea pig. That's it. I was thinking it's a G. It's a G. Yes, it's Taz's birthday today. Today is his birthday.
I just turned 21.
Charles said happy birthday. Yeah. If he's 21, I'm 19. Hello, Rebecca, touched by yarn.
I'm not 15, Niecy. Quit it. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Oh, wow. It's deciding. Can you guys hear us?
Hear what?
Oh,
Yeah,
there
they
was a
can hear
little
us.
freezing. There was a freezing moment.
Yeah, it was a freezing moment.
I don't know if it was
Oh.
you or me or who was freezing, but
Freezing or frizzing?
I put
That'd be
that
funny.
together when he was talking
Talking about the Alamo.
What's he talking about the Alamo? What did I miss?
Remember when he was born?
Oh, birthdays. That was the birthday discussion.
Birthdays.
Hers being on Pearl Harbor Day, mine being on the day the
Oh.
Alamo fell.
Okay. Yeah, Chuck's
Conspiracy.
referring to something earlier. Okay, I see now. I was like, "Whoa, what did I miss?" My brain isn't going back that far right now. I actually have a to-do list written up there, but you can't see it. On my list, I write down things I need to do. So I have 5 things on my list. So funny how you can't see it in the thing.
I can see it, but
You see it?
yeah, I can see it. I can't read it, but I can see it. There's writing on there.
You can see there's writing on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Ariella, congratulations, by the way, on your baptism yesterday. I got to watch it. It was wonderful.
Me either.
You're talking about the passport.
They keep those useless things in place. First thing on my to-do list, make a to-do list.
Amen. I am
I got a
horrible about
question.
keeping lists.
Well, I'm not allowed to mark it out or erase it. I'm not allowed to erase it until I've finished it. So it's going to stay up there. Now, if I get an empty spot, I can write something else in there, but I'm not allowed to erase it till I've done it.
I thought of my question.
Uh-oh. I
thought
plead
of
the
my
fifth.
question. Is it for you? You're not the one that said, "Oh, do you have any questions for me?" No, you didn't say that. All right. Yeah. What is the biggest thing that I have done that surprised you? Good or bad?
Probably the plane ticket to go to Missouri. That might be the
That's
most
pretty big. That
surprising.
was pretty big.
That was
That
a
was
pretty
definitely
big
a
one.
spur of the moment thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was probably the biggest. Maybe
That was really
deciding,
good because he's a major planner he doesn't usually do things at spur of the moment like that.
And maybe putting the whole fence around the backyard to protect the garden, stuff like that. And then that one Mother's Day when you made me a clothes hanger to hang my clothes on at the yard sale, the homemade one that you made, that was a cool surprise. That was cool.
Ugly, so it did its purpose. I would have done it a little bit better looking.
Shave your beard. No, I
I
asked him to shave his beard. Hello, barefoot lass. However, once I saw him without the beard, I was like, "Oh no, put it back, put it back, put it back, oh, put it back."
Just got too late.
Yeah, he didn't look right without it. He no.
Yeah, say Jeffrey Dahmer.
That was not my brother. No,
was he the baby face one? The baby face serial killer? Was that Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yeah,
or which?
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, yeah. It didn't look right.
Yeah, and he had his hair in the same little spike thing in that picture in the Shed Wars video. But
I can't believe I didn't notice that he was slowly getting rid of hair.
The way I actually have done it.
How did I not see that?
This was gone first. Then this. So I had literally the old Civil War mutton chops down to here. And then of course they were gone. So I was clean shaven there, but my hair was still kind of long, not cut yet. And then the last guy was when I spiked.
If you saw it, you would understand.
Cut my hair and spiked it.
I have to post that picture, but yeah, Chuck, my brother is going to be on in 2 weeks. I'm interviewing Bro.
Yeah.
Life of Melissa, you're compared to a sillier serial killer.
It was not right. It's just
we're very extremist in this family.
Yeah, if you saw my final picture of my video from Crazy Ed's barbecue competition, yeah, you talking? Yeah,
Speaking of, whoever won that?
I looked pretty snap, crackle, and pop in that picture. I was pretty serial looking.
I don't know. I the way I figured it, I should have placed because I was actually campaigning. I did get third place on the Vineyard Chicks though competition.
Which competition was that?
The Monticello Cellars Recipe.
Oh yeah. I was like, I can't even pronounce that, much less make it.
And it might even be Monticello, like Italian Monticello. Cody with a D. Cody with a D. Chuck, it's Cody with a D. Cody. Yep. I don't know what he's doing over there.
Oh, my laptop's freezing. It's amazing how they now are making laptops they put everything on the world on them, but one thing they forget to do is they make sure to install them with enough RAM so you can actually use the thing.
Oh, since the Vineyard Chicks are in here, listen, girls. So I'm going to try and get this posted by Monday night, but I got 2 packets of pepper seeds right here that I'm not ever going to grow because we don't do peppers. We don't do peppers here at this house. Wait, why does that look crooked? Wait.
Because you're turning it?
Can y'all see that?
No, not at all. Can't see it.
Smart butt.
Get it closer. Move it closer to the camera. Closer! You're so easy. This is why I had so much fun when I was a kid with her, because she's just easy to mess with. Hasn't changed.
All right. You see that? Okay, so I'm giving these away, 1 per person. So 2 people have the potential to win. But you have to be a shed warrior. You have to have been drafted. in order to win. I'm going to put a video up, and I'm going to use a code word for you guys to use. And then, of course, I will go back.
It doesn't matter if you're in it last year. It matters if you're in it
this year. You have to be in Shed Wars 2022 season. And Lori's World, I'll get Lori's World to help me verify that the people that commented are a Shed Warrior. If you're not a Shed Warrior and you're commenting on the video, I'm going to delete your comment because I'm going to use a comment picker, and I want to make sure that that only Shed Warriors have commented on the video so that
did Crystal, the Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady, did she ask you to do her giveaway thing that she's doing?
I don't know what giveaway. I don't know because I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, your sister-in-law only convinced me to buy a new laptop.
Because I knew it was going to be a while before you had that money.
So.
Yeah, what was I going to say?
If Mom's watching, this is what I got with the birthday money. I'll text you and send you a picture with my earbud.
Earbuds. Oh, you know what? That's really funny because that's what Sean bought for himself with his birthday money from our parents. He bought himself earbuds. How weird is that?
I bought channel stickers. I bought channel.
That's not weird. It should make perfect sense to you by now.
That's freaky. And he picks on me like you do too. Must be.
That's why I love my brother-in-law. I don't have to worry about you being neglected.
On the homestead won something. Okay, so that was the Ed's cook-off. Okay.
Last year I did hashtag weird container growing as a challenge. I'm going to do that again this year. The challenge is not related to Shed Wars, so you don't have to be in Shed Wars to join the collaboration. So if you just do gardening and you want to join and you want to plant in something weird, which you consider weird, which is different for everybody, you just put hashtag weird container growing.
Hey, barefoot lass.
Description box. So I just did that yesterday. Just want to make sure I got the video out before people started planting and so they could plan stuff.
I have one more question for Bro on his birthday. What was your favorite toy that you got as a kid for Christmas?
I would have to say my Grover that I had when I was. You might not remember it.
I remember because I remember thinking you reminded me of Grover.
But yeah, Grover. I had a stuffed Grover from Sesame Street when I was.
I loved Grover growing up.
Oh yeah, I threw a little blanket cape on him, and he became Super Grover. We went all over the house and everywhere.
You would imitate Grover around the house too.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
I have on my next edition of Gail's Tales, where I'm telling my stories, some funny, some sad, some downright embarrassing. They could be any type of emotion. So the next one I'm going to do is going to be downright embarrassing. So if you want to hear my embarrassing thing I did as a child, that will be Gail's Tales number 4, where I tell the story my mother loves to tell about what embarrassing thing I did as a kid. I don't know exactly how old I was, but it was pretty bad. And you're really going to laugh because it's a good one. So that will be next week. Be looking for that.
I will be looking for that.
Yep. Call
okay, I want to see
Kelly
if you remember.
with Pooh Bear. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, excuse me.
Got 2 and 3 in the watch later list. Thank you, Ariella. I'm correcting myself every time I say your name now. My brain goes, okay, correction. Because you get used to saying it a specific way. So now people are confused as to whether they should call me Gail or Sandy. And either one is my name. And you can call me either one you want. However, I'm more used to seeing Gail on YouTube, but Sandy is actually my name. So Just so you know. Yeah, some people were very confused. They're like, oh my gosh, what do I call her now? Anyway, I think I'm going to end this for tonight so Bro and I can go do something for his birthday.
Have fun.
Or
enjoy
we
the cake.
try to watch 2 things at one time. I don't know where I'm going to let Birthday Boy decide on that. So
Happy birthday, bro. I love
Thank
you.
you. Love you too. Thank you for all the happy birthdays out there. Some I got to see in the comments, some I didn't. So, but thank you everybody for the happy birthday. It was a pleasure. Sorry guys, I failed you. I didn't get Niecy to snort like I try to do,
oh,
but it will happen. But I gotta have help from you guys because you gotta get her started. You get her started, and she can't stop. Then it's gold, baby. She'll snort all night long.
right, Charles.
Oh, goodness.
Anyways, seriously, thank you guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Have a good one.
Thanks for coming in, guys. I appreciate all of you. You are awesome. You want me to kick you out or you want to kick yourself out?
I'll kick myself out. I'll be in the house in just a second.
We all heard that snort. Yeah, it did kind of sound like she was snorting as she was saying that, didn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of.
All right. Be in there in a second, darling.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate all of you. I will see you guys either on Garden State Gardener or the Shed Wars Draft. I'm either going to have to pick one or try to do 2, or maybe I'll just skip both and have happy birthday time with hubby. So we'll see how that's going to go. It's kind of up in the air right now. So you guys have a great night. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate your time. Bye, guys.